Reconciling your bank accounts is the process of comparing the information you've entered into AccountRight with your bank records. This is usually done each time you receive a bank statement. By checking and comparing your AccountRight records to your bank statement, you can find any transactions that have been entered in your company file, such as bank charges or bank interest earned. And you can find any amounts that you have paid or received that haven't appeared on your bank statement. The amounts that haven't appeared on your bank statement are called unpresented checks or uncleared deposits, and they explain why there is a difference between your bank statement balance and the balance in AccountRight. This difference is displayed as a bank reconciliation report. So in this module, we'll show you how to use AccountRight to reconcile your bank accounts, as well as prepare a bank reconciliation report. To start this process, you need a copy of your bank statement, as this is what you'll compare your information to. In this example, we'll use the Clearwater bank statement for January 2012. The bank statement provides the date and the closing balance that we're reconciling our records to. It also lists all the withdrawals and deposits that the bank has processed for that period. These are referred to as debits and credits on your bank statement. Let's see how this statement compares to what's in AccountRight for the Clearwater business account. To start this process, click Reconcile Accounts. In the Account field, you'd select the account to reconcile. In this example, it's the Clearwater business account, so we don't need to change this. If you have multiple bank accounts, check that the correct account is selected. This could even be a credit card account, as you can reconcile credit card bank statements in the same way. You'd then enter the closing balance from the statement and the bank statement date. All unreconciled entries that have been recorded on or before this date appear. The calculated statement balance and an out-of-balance amount are displayed. The calculated statement balance is what AccountRight is expecting the closing balance to be. This is based on what transactions are selected below. We need the bank statement closing balance and the calculated statement balance to be the same. When this happens, the out-of-balance amount becomes 0, because the two balances reconcile. We need to look at what's on Clearwater's bank statement and compare it to each of the transactions in this window. To make it easy to compare this information, we'll swap the withdrawal and deposit columns around. To do this, you'll click the Withdrawals column heading and drag it to the left. The columns are rearranged so they match the bank statement. The transactions in this window are listed in date order, but by clicking on any of the column headings, you can resort these. For example, we can sort them by their ID, to find a specific check number, or by amount, to look for a specific withdrawal. But for this example, we'll sort the transactions by date. Let's now look at how to match the deposits on the bank statement with each corresponding entry in your company file. Deposits on your bank statement are listed as credits. The first entry on our bank statement is a deposit of $1,040. And in AccountRight, there's also a deposit for the same amount. As they match, select it by clicking the Mark column next to the entry. The calculated statement balance and the out-of-balance amounts also change. These will continue to change as you match more entries. We'll continue comparing the remaining deposit transactions on the bank statement to what's in AccountRight. There are 5 more deposits on the bank statement, and all of these have also been recorded in AccountRight. So select these deposits in the order listed by clicking in the Mark column next to each entry. Although there's one more deposit listed in AccountRight, we won't be selecting this, as it hasn't appeared on the bank statement yet. Now we'll compare the withdrawal amounts on the bank statement with what's in AccountRight. Withdrawals on your bank statement are listed as debits. In this example, all the withdrawals, except for the bank charge, have been recorded in AccountRight. We'll come back and deal with the bank charge later. So select the withdrawals in the order listed by clicking in the Mark column next to each entry. Just like before, there's a check that has been recorded in AccountRight, which we haven't selected, as it hasn't appeared on the bank statement yet. Notice that the calculated statement balance and the out-of-balance amount has changed. The out-of-balance amount is equal to the account keeping fee. We need to enter the bank charge in AccountRight. To do this, we'll use the Bank Entry feature. So click Bank Entry. This window is divided into 2 sections. One section for recording service charges and one for recording interest earned. As we're entering a bank charge, we'll use the Service Charges section to do this. The amount of the charge and the date the charge was made is entered. In the Expense Account field, we need to select the account that it relates to. So select the Bank Fees account. The bank fee is tax-free, so no GST is calculated. We could use the Memo field to enter more specific details about the fee. We're now ready to record it, so do that now. The account keeping fee has been added and it's also been selected. The 2 remaining transactions haven't as yet appeared on the bank statement. These are your outstanding checks and deposits, and they'll remain here until a later reconciliation. The calculated statement balance is now the same as the closing statement balance, and the out-of-balance amount is now 0. So the information we have in AccountRight agrees with the bank statement. We can now reconcile the account. Click Reconcile. We can print a bank reconciliation report here. This displays all the transactions that were marked as cleared, as well as the transactions that are still outstanding. If you don't print the report, or forget to do it, you can always go back and reprint it afterwards, using the reporting feature. To finalize this process, click Reconcile again. All the marked transactions are removed from this window as they're now reconciled. And any unmarked transactions will continue to be displayed as they're still outstanding. From this window, you can also undo the last reconciliation if you've made a mistake and want to start the process again. You can even import a bank statement or credit card statement you have downloaded and automatically reconcile the transactions using the Get Statement feature. For more information on these features, go to the Help Center. As we've completed the reconciliation process for Clearwater, click Cancel.